Welcome to the Nopi podcast. This week's episode is whether or not youngsters should go travelling. The benefits of it. We've all been travelling as a trio.
Oh,
Right.
that's just
Alexa
the
flirting with me. We've all been travelling. We've all experienced different countries, different places. So I guess we kind of just wanted to go into detail about things we've learned, I guess, or places that we've been that we could recommend. So yeah. I think we'll kick it off with, I guess it's kind of more like I know, but I guess for the people that listen or the watch, where have you been, or like where?
Bro, this is a mad question because I've been a decent amount of places and a lot of them blend into one. And I honestly...
Maybe a better question would be like, what was your favourite place, or like,
yeah,
you know, which place would you go back to?
Well, this is
like,
fucking
first?
cliche. This is cliche, but like, you know how much hype Bali gets?
Yeah.
I went there for my birthday. Like, I went around the whole of like fucking that area of Asia.
No, don't go on about it. Okay.
Nah, building up to it. Like, I think I went for 3 months.
Yeah.
And my birthday ended up in Bali, and I was there thinking it's not going to be as good as it's hyped up to be. It's all just Instagram making it look better. And it actually did knock it out the park. It was fucking bum.
Would you say that's because of like their lifestyle or like scene? Like, because obviously the landscape of the place is fucking beautiful as well.
So pitiful.
But I've heard, I haven't actually been to Bali, but I've heard that the people are so chill.
They're so chill. Like, most of the people that are going there traveling are all chill. Like, everyone just knows the vibe. They're 100%. Just there to be fucking on vacay.
Yeah.
And it's so piss.
on vacay, dude.
It's honestly right. It's the bummest. I went surfing for my birthday, and
fire.
Bruh, just sat on a surfboard with the sunset going down. I was like, I've made it in
life.
Exactly. Done it.
Mum, I've won.
This is it.
Are you winning, son?
There was something about there. I feel like that's like a broader statement as well for like all of like Southeast Asia. I feel like the places are just so chill, and everyone that I met when I was there was so fucking friendly. Like, and granted, it's probably we're tourists, so if they're more friendly, they'll get income into the economy, etc. But I just thought the place was just so... Everyone was so happy. It felt like, anyway, from the exterior, what I've seen.
I think you gotta also take... There's got to be some level of confidence to be able to go travelling if you do it on your own or if you do it with other people. Fair. You still... Like, you go into somewhere you've never been before, you go in... Like, having to convert your money, you're putting yourself in a little bit of an uncomfortable situation if you've never done it before. Yeah. And so just stepping out of that means most people doing it are going to be outgoing or like...
But then that just weighs into the benefits of going travelling.
100%.
You know, we started the whole, this
yeah.
episode wondering what the benefits, negatives are. It's like, if you're not that type of person and you just throw yourself into that position,
you'll crumble.
I don't know, because
do you thrive?
I guess you'll find out.
Yeah, it helps you because you have to do that sort of thing.
No, I do agree.
Otherwise,
in
you're
that
just
sense.
not going to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I think solo traveling, like, I never done it, but I've always wanted to kind of just go away on my own, like even if it's just like a week, just to see what it's like to try and like integrate in somewhere that you've never been, or just try and like fill your time. Do you know what I mean?
I always like the idea of it, but then I think about like going to like a club or something. Yeah. People are you'll speak to them and they'll be like, "Why are you on your own?"
Yeah.
And if I was the person speaking to them, I'd be like, "Are you a weirdo?
Yeah. Are you lame?
Why don't you have friends with you?"
It is, but I feel like...
Fuck you doing travelling on your own?
I think you'd have to introduce yourself as, "Hi, yeah, I know it looks weird because I'm on my own.
Yeah.
But this is me just going a bit...
But at the same time, I don't think...
weird.
Having a fucking crisis when I'm 25.
But I feel like when you're travelling...
I needed a holiday. My friends didn't want to come.
I'm
here.
Yeah.
I've got no friends.
I do feel like that. Like you said, everyone's on vacay. Everyone's on vacay, man.
Vacay.
So I feel like everyone is in the same boat in the same sense, and everyone kind of looks out for you a lot different than if you were going on, like, say, holiday, I think. Like, with obviously the stereotypical places that, like, Australia, fucking New Zealand, Southeast Asia. Like, I know you went to Canada and went through America, didn't it?
Yeah, so we went...
And I was going to...
I thought you were going to carry on what you were saying, but then you just stopped. No, we did...
He was looking at his work emails.
No, we did Canada, we did like Banff and all that stuff up in...
It looks so
good. Yeah, 100% is a place I need to go.
Yeah, no, that place is amazing.
Yeah.
Miami I probably wouldn't do again. Unless it was with like...
It's a bit trash.
Unless it was with like... It's a place that you'd have to go specifically with like all the boys, and you'd have to have a lot of money
Yeah.
because you just splash it out.
It's
on
like a
just
flexing place.
Yeah, otherwise like you're just not gonna like.
Like-
It's just a weird place. It's a
Yeah.
bit strange, that place.
No, every story I've heard about Miami is a bit
It's
kind
very
of...
fucking
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. There's a lot of like hungry people there. It's like...
It's not like the well looked after place either. Like it's,
Yeah. I remember that.
it's
That's
very-
what I think I remember, like, this was years ago. I remember when you were saying that was like one of the things you noticed first was like how, well, like, I guess like how many like homeless people there were there.
Yeah, they are everywhere.
Yeah.
They're literally everywhere. It's like the thing about America, like I feel like it's everywhere in America. Like there's so many places that are just severe poverty. It's so fucking
Yeah,
weird.
no,
you
there
think of
is.
America, you think like, oh, you know, they've advertised it as this like land
Glory.
of opportunity.
Yeah,
and
100%. Like land
all
of the
this
free,
stuff.
all
It's
this
just
stuff.
Literally.
It just seems like they don't look after their own.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
honestly, I'll say it again, bro. It's such a blessing, the NHS.
Yeah,
It's-
no,
oh,
it
it's
is.
mad.
My mum is an American. She fucking loves it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loves it. And it's like we don't appreciate it as much as we should.
Yeah.
Fair.
The fact, like, honestly, it's so easy to be bankrupt in
Yeah.
America. You
Oh
just
yeah.
set up to get fucked up.
In one of the other series, we were trying to figure out what state Pittsburgh was in, and you were like, my mum was going to kill me.
Yeah.
Is it Pennsylvania? Is that where Pittsburgh
Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh.
is? Is that Pittsburgh?
sounds
It
right.
does sound right. Do you want me to
But
Google it?
I'm not sure if Pennsylvania is an actual place, and I've
Mad,
just
it
made
just
that up
clicked.
and not a state.
It's just clicked
Is
for
yeah,
you.
I don't know if that's
that
a
the
thing.
one?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
It is, it?
Yeah.
Well done,
I
sir.
don't know why that just fucking came in my head.
Loves it.
And just
No, I
saw some
do agree.
brownie
Like,
points.
if you look at like places like Chicago and stuff, like amazing, could be amazing places. But like there was this, I remember seeing like this documentary, and it was like places that in like some places in America just don't even have like clean water.
No.
Like even to the point where even the water supply is just like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mad.
It's fucking. Oh, it's such a weird place.
Yeah, it is. There's so many contrasts
America as a
across
whole.
the whole
Mm.
place.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know it like if you took it into a whole, and you took all the places and just put it into like an average perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
it
would
be?
the class
like,
be?
what would it be?
Yeah.
Because it's so big and there's so many different.
Like spectrums of
It's
it.
so
Like
weird.
I know, I do agree. I think the vast majority of it is a lot of shit. Like if I'm honest, no, it is.
Straight
No,
up.
it is. It's like
You've
derelict
got like
buildings.
the main in city like when you go places you go to see the cities, but you go
Yeah.
outside the cities.
100%.
It's just mad.
Well, you think how like glamorous and glorified LA is, but then you've got places like Skid Row and stuff where there's
Yeah.
literally just like blocks
Yeah,
and blocks
but I mean,
of like
almost everywhere you get bits of the area which is fucking like a shithole.
100%. But I think Skid Row is one of those like notoriously long strips, isn't it? It's like fucking
Yeah.
huge, and like and the government has pretty much just said stay there
Yeah,
and just try and survive, kind of thing, which is mad. It's so fucked. Like
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like with this
We're
podcast,
definitely going off on a
yeah,
tangent.
100%. So I guess pulling it back.
And
So-
reel it back.
I guess when you went traveling, like when you were just before you went, you booked your ticket. What kind of did you feel? I guess were you apprehensive? Were you kind of like nervous of how it would plan out with the person that you went? Because I think we all went with girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like, did you feel in a sense that, all right, okay, I might have to step up in certain situations here along the time, kind of
Well,
like
yeah,
deep protection.
I mean, you have to analyze the situation and realize that you have to be not only responsible for yourself, but who you're with also.
100%.
And like when you leave, say if you're leaving your family home, you then become the fucking man of the house.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Yeah, that is true.
It's a weird scenario to put yourself in, but it's kind of what you end up involuntarily doing.
Yeah, I think I was more scared about the money situation, like wondering if I just had enough, or like knowing what I could do, or like know what I should have just missed out on,
Yeah.
just to make the money last as long as we could. Because there was definitely a point where we were in Vietnam, we were in Hanoi, and like you could either go to, I think it was Ha Long Bay, and it was going to cost like say 200-300 quid,
So
or you could just, and then we were like, nah, like realistically, like the money's drying up because like Vietnam was like our last stretch, and then that 200-300 quid pretty much got us almost to the south, like all the way down the coast, and it was like realistically those 3-4 days in Ha Long Bay would not have been worth it in my opinion. But then in the same time, I come back and I was like, it's a bit annoying that I did miss it, kind of thing.
It is, but I would, if I hadn't have been there, I definitely want to go again.
Exactly.
Which sucks because like I want to feel like that 3-month trip has ticked off most of my like desire to visit like that area of Asia.
Yeah.
But there's definitely places I missed out and I want to go back to,
Fact.
which is like, fuck's sake, man. Just never-ending desire to travel.
So I think it's a credit to the place as well sometimes. Like when you said like you've got a desire to go back to the places, I think it's just a credit to either how you felt whilst you were there, like you felt welcomed, etc. Or like you said, like there's just parts of the place where you didn't quite get to see, so you'd like to go back. I love that. I love when you go somewhere, like when we went to Croatia, like I know we mentioned this so many times, but there was like,
so many.
It's like one of those places, like we went with the boys, I did not know what to expect. And I just thought, what a fucking... It was so class. Like, it was...
when that was first brought to the table, going to Croatia, I was like...
Why?
Like, who goes to Croatia?
Yeah.
And then over the years, it's become such a hot spot.
Yeah, but that year, in particular, seemed to be like every man, and I knew...
But then it was like so many like South Americans, it was Australians, there was like...
Russian.
So many different people that go in there. And like, if you go to like Ibiza or like Magaluf or something...
Yeah.
It is just a bunch of English guys or Welsh guys just going for a tour.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like knocking it or anything, because going on a lad's holiday, like for me, like I feel like because we went with so many of the people we went to school with that I no longer like see on a regular basis, that it's like sort of the last remaining memories that I have, like where we're all just absolutely just having a class time.
Yeah.
So it's like I definitely recommend, if there's people wanting to go on like a lad's holiday, you just got to do
100%. I 100% back that, because if you don't, there'll be memories that you'll regret not being a part of.
Yeah, no, that is definitely.
You make so many class memories.
Like, it is, for me, it's the last sort of remaining memories that I know of.
Like
certain
we
people,
still
like,
go back to that.
Yeah.
Like
do you think
reminisce.
it's like how old are you realistically? Like 18? Yeah, it's obviously you're 18. So it's kind of like the first kind of trip you do. It's like the first time you travel. Yeah, it's like the first time you kind of travel with people that are not family. And yeah, I think there's a lot of like character building as well, because you kind of all look out for each other, and there's certain things, like obviously everyone just gets twisted and messed up.
And you like see each other years later, and you're like, oh, do you remember when we did this in so and so? You're like, yeah, fucking class.
There is something about making like memories abroad that just like so cemented in your mind, more than like memories just like where you obviously like grow up or whatever. I love it.
It's such a good So we went to Magaluf, didn't we? And it was just the fucking it was just the best. It was just so much fun. It's like one of those things that if you went again, it just wouldn't live up to what it was.
It serves a purpose at the time. Like now, like it'd be the last.
That's why everyone just keeps going through all the other ones.
Yeah,
because it's just the best. It's so good when you just go like through this lockdown. I'd be like, I just really want to go away with the like. When you're sat in the airport, and you're just with everyone, and the first thing you do once you drop your luggage off is right pints. Let's go to the bar.
Yeah, let's get pints.
That's it. Let's just go. Let's fucking game on now. 1 a.m. Let's go.
I know, and the best thing is when you get like them early flights. Like I don't know who made it acceptable to start drinking and whatever. Like as soon as you go through an airport door. Anything fucking goes. Like, you know what I mean, it's mad.
Freedom, isn't
You'd literally just woken up. You'd been like, sleeping almost in the car on the way to the fucking airport. Wake up, you get in the airport. You're like, right, okay, we're on it now.
And your parents are always like, no, you need to be at the airport like 6 hours before your flight. You're like, no, you don't need to be anymore.
You're running through fast check-in. Bags just getting slung everywhere.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, class. Loves it. Oh,
man. The moment you go through and you get to the bar, it's just that's it. It's just memories are starting right there.
It is like it's like I remember we went on rugby tour, and it was like the first kind of like sport trip I went away, right? And one of the boys had his head just shit. Like, it was so shit, but like he had like his head like pinned down by like this like ex-Irish rugby player.
Yeah.
He just shaved up down his head like this, straight across, and all he got called was hot cross bun all on the whole holiday. Got home, his mum was fucking fuming. Fuming, ringing the coaches like, how dare you? Like,
cross bun.
That's actually class.
When
Oh, mad.
One of the boys in uni, he played hockey, and he went on tour with obviously the hockey team, and they came back, and he had a big beard, and he had like really long hair at the time.
Yeah.
And they had shaved one half of his hair, one half his beard off.
Oh yeah.
And he came home and like on the plane with one half beard and one half long hair and one half bald.
Class.
Just completely. It's just stuff like that you just don't.
It looks so weird from head on.
It is.
Like facing him.
There's something about like
So
sports tours and then like going on holiday with like the boys or the girls or whatever. But then you move, like when you go traveling, then like it is literally the exact same thing. Like I've met, like when we were away, just met people and all they would do like every day is just get on it, like literally just get pissed as fuck.
It's the only time that like you've spent so much time saving for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Why not take that opportunity just to fucking just completely just do whatever the fuck you want to do?
Yeah, 100%. And I kind of do agree. Like when people say like they'd rather go solo traveling or like traveling with like a mate rather than like a partner or whatever. Because I think like you've got kind of there's like more responsibility. I think if you go with a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just a different vibe as well.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like if I went with a girl, even if we're not like intimate, I'd still feel responsible to look after them.
Whereas you're kind of less reckless.
And
like,
I lose them. I'm like, oh fuck, he can look after himself.
I know.
Yeah.
It literally is like you'll just lose everyone, and just in the morning you just do like a head count. You're like, okay, we're a man down.
Yeah.
Davey's missing. Where is he?
Yeah, where is he? Like,
Yeah.
Man,
I just want to go so bad.
yeah, this was a bad choice for the episode.
Yeah.
I just want to go. Wait, okay, so say we've talked about where we've been.
Yeah, where would I
So
like to go?
where's the one place at the minute? Where's the one place you
Top
would
of
like
mine
to go?
is Japan.
Nice.
I'd
Right
love
now,
to check
if
out
you
Japan.
choose one
I mean,
place in
Japan
Japan?
isn't a place I go with the lads. So
Nah.
right now, I want to go somewhere with the lads.
I would
don't
go-
care
Okay,
where
all
we
right,
go.
all right. And so
I'll come to Japan.
right now, lads, right. Say we go in,
In there,
you know,
come on.
just everyone,
Mm-hmm.
just everyone, all of us going together. Where's the one place you'd want to go?
Fuck man, I haven't actually looked into it. I mean, nah. Part of me,
Desire. Where's your desire, Con? Come on.
what? The desire is just to see the man, but have some sun. I want to be
You want
drinking.
the sunshine.
I want
like-
the bud in hands. I want the boys.
I would like to. I don't know.
But
I've said it numerous times.
Yeah, you
to
said
the boys.
Prague.
I said I
I
really
would
like
love, I would
Prague.
love to do Prague.
I would like.
we
I
did
just-
Prague for
Berlin. I would like to do Berlin.
Yeah.
We
So I
did
feel
we
like
did
Berlin
Prague
could
for New
smash.
Year's, and it was just so good. Have I told the story of that when I pissed myself on the tram
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the
I don't know if
potty?
you've done that on the poddy. I've definitely heard
I
it.
dunno.
Go on.
Okay, right. Well, we were in Prague for New Year's.
With the fam now as
Yeah,
well.
no, with the fam, everyone was
Yeah.
there, sort of, you know, brothers, sisters, everything, and we did. There was like a pub crawl that we could do that would it take you to a bar, and they'd be like every hour there was a free drink. So
Yeah.
like anything with vodka for an hour was free, and then the next hour anything with like gin was free.
Just keep moving.
So
through.
it'd just be like whatever drink you'd have with
Yeah.
those drinks, it was free. So we're doing that, and then after the crawl was done, you'd go then to like because it's like surrounded. It's basically like an island.
Yeah.
Like the middle of Prague is like surrounded by this river, and you've got to cross bridges to get to wherever.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well.
And you'd get, and then all the New Year's fireworks were then on the river, so they
Okay.
shoot them all the way down the river and stuff. And they warned us like before the crawl, like the bar crawl, whatever. They were like, yeah, no, people just run around the streets, just holding fireworks, just shooting them everywhere.
Doing a madness.
So it's like, okay, so we were all staying in the bar, and it was so fucking busy. We all left, and they were like, fuck, we're late for the fireworks, because everyone just completely lost track of time, because
Yeah.
there was just free drinks everywhere.
Yeah.
So fuck, we got to run to the thing. So we're all fucking following this guy sprinting down the road. And they're like, yeah. So after all the fireworks, you get in a party tram, and they take you to this nightclub. And then, so we got on the party tram. They're like, yeah, no, it's only like 10 minutes. And it's like fucking half an hour later, and I'm like, I am dying for a piss at this point, right? I am needing such a piss. It's ridiculous.
Such a piss.
It is ridiculous. And I was like,
You
it was there for
accepted
so
it.
long. I was
Yeah.
like, I just have. My brother was talking to me about stuff, and he was trying to take my mind off it. And he was like,
I can't hear you.
He was like, yeah. So Nate, give me some Liverpool players. I'm like, I can't. I have to go. I have to go at this point.
Mate, I feel like moving vehicles make things worse like that. Like if I'm in a car,
you're drinking
so
around.
hard,
And it's just,
bro.
and when you got on the tram, it was a party tram, but all it was just a normal tram. And
Yeah.
when you got on, they gave you like a little bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
And that's all it
Party.
was. And it was like it was the little bottles with the tiny little, little tops. So like
Okay,
you
you
can't.
can
It's not like a big one where you can just
Yeah.
like chug
Yeah.
it. It's a tiny one. So we're holding loads of them. Like I'm just gonna have to try and piss in one of those. And like there's no
I'll do it
like
easy.
it's so busy in this tram. There's no like secrecy or anything. So I'm like, right, I'm gonna balance myself like this, and then
Who's holding it? Your
the
dad?
missus was holding my willy and the fucking the cup.
Willy.
And Alex was, my brother was like, he was like this, like barricaded, and it was like the only way I could describe it was when you put your thumb over like a hose or
Yeah,
a
it just
tap,
sprays
it just
everywhere.
sprays off in a different direction because it wasn't lined up properly.
Yeah.
It started like, going up and around,
Yeah.
like just piss started flying everywhere, and people were like, "What the fuck is that?" And my brother, we just pulled it up to the end of the thing. I'm like, fucking hell. I was like, all I could have done was just hold it for a bit longer, but I couldn't. So I was just gonna burst.
Make or break time.
And we was just still going, and this guy's like, there's this American guy on the tram, and he turned around and he's like, did this guy just piss on me? And I remember my brother was like, right, if he started swinging, we're just gonna have to start swinging.
him, yeah.
We're gonna have to start swinging it
Just
everywhere.
grab him.
And I was like, I've never seen him like that, and I was like, right, well, it's just gonna be us against the tram at this point because I'm just like
on
pissing
everyone.
on it everywhere. It's just everywhere, like.
Raining
like-
on man.
My missus was just laughing.
Yeah,
so
just
she's just like,
moving.
Her
just,
aim's all
I'm
over
just
the spot,
weeing
yeah.
everywhere. And I'm laughing because I can't control it. Like, it's just
It's just a
waving
mess.
everywhere.
Just windmilling.
and
Yeah.
Alex just taking it on the chin, like, just covered in piss. Like, it's a joke. And then we get... So, like, it all blows over. Like, everyone's like, all right, let's just go to whatever we need to be. We've all paid to be here. Let's just go wherever. And we get in the queue, and there was a group of girls in front of us. And they turn around, and they're like, you're the guy that pissed on everyone, right? I'm like, yeah! And my jeans were fucking drenched. I pissed myself. It was the worst. I was like, fucking right. At this point, I'm like, I might as well own it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pissed on everyone. I might as well just be like, yeah, I've
was
done it
me.
now. Fuck it.
Whoops.
Whoop-dee.
What the?
Oh,
But it's like those sorts of memories when you go away. It's
It's
like,
just like,
you might
yeah,
as
if you
well
did that
because-
here, it's like saying you've got a train here and start pissing on it. It would not be as funny.
That's the
It would
thing.
not be as funny at all.
It's
Like.
the fact there's
You'll
like Americans, there's
almost
like
never
Germans.
see that
Yeah.
American and those girls, like almost never again.
No, never.
Like,
Whereas do it in Cardiff,
yeah.
you'll
and
never live it down.
Like we went when we were
Yeah,
in,
you go to the town and you're like, oh fucking hell, you're
Y'all let
Hey,
him
you
in. He
stink.
pissed
Yeah.
everywhere, bro.
yeah. Like we went, I remember when we were in Toulouse, right, and we went to like we used to just walk into these clubs and just say like, because we were obviously on rugby tour, but I think one of the boys used to just come up and say we're Wales, like the national team, Wales Union, and I remember we got in, right, and I've never been chased by a bouncer. Like there was the weird, like, do you know when you're that pissed, like
Yeah.
in places, and like you wake up in the morning, you're like, did that happen, or have I just like made it up?
Yeah.
And there was this club, and I remember it was like this figure of eight club, right? And there was like these mirrors all over the wall.
Figure of eight club.
Yeah,
That
it was-
sounds so
That
confusing.
sounds-
Oh, the mad! But
Sounds
like
wrong.
in the middle of the figure of eight, you could kind of go up, if that makes sense. So there was
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah,
steps.
yeah, yeah.
Oh mate, it was the maddest. And I've never
That
like
sounds mad.
Sounds
no
so mad.
in it. So there's like
Trippy
10 of
as
us.
fuck.
There's like 10 of us running away from bouncers, and I'm not even joking. Like I've never seen a club with that many bouncers to like go one man each, like, and we're all just dapping in it, and obviously just cracking
Running
up,
in a
like
figure of eight.
like,
There's nothing like a laugh.
Oh, fucking the best, man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I miss it.
Yeah. Anything to take from this app, go on holiday.
We
You
didn't-
gotta go.
we didn't
you gotta
say a
go
place.
with your friends.
We didn't say a place where we're looking
I've
to go.
been, yeah, no, I've said for a while that I just
To
love to go
Prague.
because like I just didn't experience it all because
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it was New Year's. They have the Christmas market.
You're a bit too
You've got the
frantic
sex
with it, like.
museum that you have to go and see because it's just funny. You just
Yeah,
walk around laughing,
Cool.
and then the rest of the time you just spend just drinking the entire time. You
Yeah.
didn't experience a lot of the stuff that was there.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing, isn't
So
it?
it's like you experience the pubs and shit.
Yeah, but
because
that's
that's the
about
best
it,
place.
like-
But you don't experience a lot of the stuff that goes on.
Yeah. Nah, I do agree. Like, Japan is a hell of a shout. Like, it is definitely a place that's, like, piqued my interest
Yeah.
in the last, like, couple of years. I don't know why. I could see you fitting in Japan. I'm not
You're
sure
fucking
why.
weirdo.
Someone used to say I looked like I was Asian, and I was like, I don't really understand how
Yeah.
you've got that.
No,
but
it's, I could definitely see you
Fuck
fitting
knows.
in. Maybe, like, the dress sense. Yeah.
Thinking about him
And
wearing a dress.
female
No.
dress. I was like,
No,
what?
and you like cosplay.
And-
Yeah, no, I think Japan is definitely up there.
That is a place.
I would like to also go Bali, like Dubai and places like that. That as much as they look fucking great, like
It's
it
not.
doesn't.
No.
To me, it just looks like I can't see the authenticity of the place. Like if you look 20 years
Yeah.
ago, Dubai was just a
Sand.
flat bit of land, like, and there was nothing there. Like, to me, as glamorous and all fancy as it looks, it just looks like a money trap.
Yeah.
yeah.
It seems like the type of place. If you had loads of money, you would go because
Fact.
you could just.
You can
Buffet on
oh yeah,
everything.
you can ball out there.
But it's like, other than that, what's the point?
Nah, I like kind of like rural places. I like just going into places where you just don't
like-
expect to enjoy. And
I
then
like
you're this is
it's the
class.
places where like you
Yeah.
go down some dingy little alleyway and you go
Oh,
through this
mate,
like
find a gem.
minging little door and you go downstairs and then it opens up into this
Yeah.
like massive
Mad-
nightclub. You're like, why the fuck is this even here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Bahrain
Mate,
in
those spots
in
are
So
Berlin.
good, like
And like you rarely ever hear about those unless you speak to someone who's
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
it's so good. Like so many places like that in Europe. It's just bizarre. Like, and you just want to go and see them all.
Isn't it? Oh,
So
there
good.
was
That's the thing. Like even if you go to like Berlin or whatever, you might miss
I miss so
the
many.
best place.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Like,
you're
there's
"Oh, I'm
always
gonna have
been
to go again
Bahrain
now."
in there, and it's like it's like a club, and it's like it's literally the hardest place to get into.
This is in the old like factory, right?
Yeah.
And they'll turn you down regardless.
They just-
they'll just be like, no, sorry, you're
Yeah,
not coming
they
in.
don't have to have
And
a
you'll
reason.
queue for hours. Yeah.
And like you're not allowed to film inside there, and if
Yeah.
you do, you get like punished and shit. It's mad, but apparently anything goes in there. Like people will be like having like literally just shagging, like raw tunes. Oh mate, it
Do
just sounds.
do you know when you said that? All I can think of is the nightclub that Blade goes into
Yeah.
Blade too, and then
Yeah.
like just proper
it-
vampires
Class.
munching on each other. Like,
Oh, okay.
There is something like
man,
Carry
I'm
on.
stepped into a vampire club. Wow.
I don't know.
Some dirty techno, like.
It's like if you ever went to like Russia and stuff. Like I can imagine Russia's got the fucking best nightlife in some
Oh.
places.
I reckon it'd be class to go to like Moscow or something.
Yeah,
I think it'd be
100%.
So good. It'd be so good.
Like
I don't
remember,
understand how they can just sit body like it's nothing.
like I don't know if you remember when I sent that group. Like
Done
I sent
that
to the
once.
group.
Couldn't do it again.
Nah, and
No.
they're straightforward. Nah.
No,
Can you ever remember-
following me? Is fucking for what?
I was gonna say, fuck yeah. I was gonna say, can you remember when I sent to the group? Like I was looking on Airbnb and I found that place in Ukraine. Can you remember that?
No.
Oh, what's that now?
Ukraine, who's that?
Innit?
I think it's just the rugby.
Oh,
isn't it?
okay, yeah.
Oh fuck. Shit. Should we just wrap it?
Yeah, wrap it
Alright,
now.
we'll just chop a bit of that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I guess we come to the conclusion of we're all just waiting to go away.
And we always want to go on holiday, the artists.
Yeah, so
If you get a
hopefully-
chance, do it.
innit?
Yeah, do it when you can.
Do it 100% is a recommendation from all of us. Thanks for listening. I've been Tom.
I've been Spurs.
I've been Connor.